bears in the area.
We would love some help naming our new rig.
My wife, the Star Wars geek. And I'm gonna take this picture.
In our last video, we began our trip in Michigan's Upper Peninsula at Fayette State Park, where we got a surprise phone call from our oldest son. In this video, we continue our adventure in the park by hiking the Overlook Trail.
I like that dance. You need to do that more
I'm
often.
not dancing, I'm running.
Oh, okay. You're funny. Michelle doesn't want me to go beyond this point. I just did. Okay, I'll stay on this side of the wall. I won't be such a
Rebel.
rebel, yes, without a clue. First view from the bluffs. So last night I was right somewhere's down there taking pictures.
Yeah.
That is pretty. Look at that. There's no all the leaves are gone.
Oh, I think
on the
probably
bottom.
been eaten off by the deer.
Yeah, the deer eat all of them from up to that point. It's pretty cool. So last night we went up to the ranger station, contact station, whatever they call it, to ask about bears in the area and if that's a problem or not. He said, nope, there's none here.
Yeah.
And he said there was really no animals to worry about, so we were able to leave our cooler slash fridge out on the picnic table all night. And it didn't get bothered, so.
No, although we did take bungee cords and
Yeah.
heavy our table from outside, and we bungeed it to the top just in case something decided to get curious.
Right. So, yeah, the only real wildlife we've seen are some deer
3.
and a few birds.
Yeah, a couple seagulls and
Pigeons?
not much. We haven't seen squirrels, chipmunks, nothing. It's really strange.
Yeah. Mushrooms. I am, of course, wearing appropriate footwear.
Okay.
I just mistakenly called Michelle short. I shouldn't have done that.
I'm 5'8". I'm not short.
I was trying to point something out to her that was out in the bay, and she couldn't see it because, from my perspective, they were easy to see, but from hers they were not, and I did not take that into consideration.
Yeah, he's 6'3", I'm 5'8", so we're both tall, but I'm not tall for a guy.
No. Anyway, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I don't want to be in the doghouse tonight.
Come on.
Oh, there's kayakers out there too.
Oh wow,
You can see
going
them,
around the
yeah.
bend.
Yeah.
I can see them. Thank you for making sure.
Yep. So there's a buoy somewhere in this area. I can't really see it on the screen, but it's got a bell that's been ringing non-stop since we've gotten here. Every time they come to the historic town site, which is over that direction. We can hear it, but couldn't see it.
You think they count how many times it clangs to figure out if it's a green, yellow, or red flag?
I don't know. There's people hiking down there on that beach I can see. And some kayakers just went around the bend there. It's such a beautiful, peaceful day.
Oh, this is cool. It says in 1959, Michigan acquired Fayette as a state park, announcing we are not going to reconstruct Fayette to attract tourist dollars, but we are going to preserve Fayette for what it is, an outstanding historical site. Well, that's really cool.
Yeah. Very nice. Pretty blue water on the other side of them trees, and about 200 feet down or something. I don't know how far it actually is. It's a long drop. That's like straight down.
Yeah.
Michelle says that rocky outcropping looks like the bow of a ship.
Yeah.
Kind of does, sticking out there.
Yeah.
So this path, this trail ends up kind of pulling away from the shoreline and going into the woods. Gets a little warmer in here. Once you get away from the breeze of the coming off the water. But it's still pretty.
It is.
There's a few small hills and a lot of roots in the trails, or a lot of roots on the trail in certain places, creating tripping hazards. But otherwise, it's not a hard hike. I am Root.
We would love some help naming our new rig.
Rig.
Our little square drop camper.
I don't know if this is considered a rig.
Oh, it's a rig. It's an RV.
It's a mini rig.
Okay. But anyway, we had a couple different ideas that we were thinking of, but we thought you guys might have some even better ideas to help us
Right.
pick a name that we'll like, that won't just be too kitschy or we'll get sick of or whatever. But when we were first driving back from North Carolina and it was empty, it was bouncing around a lot. Kind of stop for a second and so it would just kind of, you could see it in the back kind of doing this number, and it made me think of R2D2 and how he'd get excited and he'd bounce like that. So we called it R2.
Yep.
And then a couple times yesterday or this morning, I was thinking we should call it Little Buddy or Gilligan because Gilligan was Little Buddy. And I'm hopefully, yeah, it's probably dating me, but hopefully some of you have watched Gilligan's Island. So those are the two I was thinking of, Little Buddy or Gilligan and R2.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like R for RV, R2, I know.
R2V.
No, I don't like that. But anyway, if you have an idea for what we could name her, or him.
Let's
I
not
guess
be,
both my names were boy names.
let's not be genderist.
Leave a comment because we would love some input so we don't
Absolutely.
embarrass ourselves.
We're gonna do that anyway. My wife, the Star Wars geek. That's why I married her.
I thought it was because of my Mustang.
Well, it was the two things combined. We better wipe our feet here at the boot brush.
What?
What the?
Okay.
So I sort of misread the map. I thought it was going to loop back to the beginning, and it doesn't. It crosses the road and goes into another loop. So where it crosses a road, we decided to take the road back to the parking lot where we parked.
Otherwise we would end up really far away from our car.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll do that other loop later. Anyway, we'll do that other loop later in the week.
Yeah, we have a whole week to enjoy here.
Yeah, it's awesome. We made a quick stop at the visitor center to use the Wi-Fi. Michelle needed to get a little work done. So lot 53. Is there a path at all? Not really. Could kind of make one though. Ooh, look at those roots. Oh, there is a path.
Yeah, those roots are amazing.
Somebody like lined the rocks up into a little path.
Yeah.
you.
I love you too.
Hi.
Hey.
So it's nighttime if you can't tell. And I'm going to take this picture, which we're going to have to turn the light off, turn the video off for a second. I'll take the picture and then I'll show you what. Turn it back on. I don't know if can you see that on the screen?
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Right now. Okay, let's do one more and then just keep it running the whole time. This is a 20-second exposure. So I focused in on the stars as best as I could. So now I hit the button and we just wait for 20 seconds, which is going to make for a very boring video, so I'll probably cut that short. See what that looks like. Again, oh, look at there.
Ooh, that's looking cool.
Yeah, let's see if we can you can see the stars on there. I don't know if that's showing up or not.
I think it is.
Cool. But that's pretty
wow.
cool. That's like daylight, huh?
Yeah.
That's what long exposure does.
That is so neat.
Anyway, Michelle and I are, well, I'm dragging Michelle along throughout the town.
Oh, come on, I wanted to.
Oh, I know, but you get kind of bored, I think. But anyway, we're going to see what other kind of shots we can get, and I have to turn that video off because it's killing my night vision. After wandering around the ghost town for a couple of hours in the dark, taking pictures, we decided to call it a day. I managed to get a few images of the town and Snail Shell Harbor. Photography has been a passion of mine for a long time, and I've decided to start my own YouTube channel that is solely about photography. I'll be focusing on creating art through landscape photography, emotion, and story. If this sounds at all interesting to you, I would invite you to check out my channel and subscribe. I'll leave a link in the notes below and at the end of this video. And don't worry about this channel. Take a Trip Together is also gearing up for a lot more trips and videos. In our next video, we are finally going to show you the ghost town during the day. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. And remember to live your best life, one adventure at a time.